Telling your parents, coming out, no matter what you identify as, can be, as you may know, very, very scary, stressful. I want to talk a little bit about that. But before we get into that, let's start with a formal greeting from me to you. What is happening? This is a comment that was left on one of my videos. That is a video that still until today is getting a lot of traction, which makes me very happy because it was a video I did quite some time. The video is called, "Does Your Family Not Accept Your Sexuality?" Now, certain terms on here I might have to either say differently, because you know how YouTube is with that, which really upsets me because it's like the people that are really genuinely trying to help or create good content, some of it is censored and it's just upsetting. I'm sure you've heard a lot about that, but anyways, so if I do sound like an elementary school kid trying to find other words, you know. But these are the kinds of videos that I absolutely love doing so much. Basically, I got to a point in my channel where if it's not a reaction video, it really won't get many views. But I still like doing these videos because these are the kind of videos that really do fill my heart with so much joy, because I know that somebody out there is really in need of hearing the words that I speak in this video. And to those of you who watch my video just because you like to hear me or just because you like to watch my videos, whether they apply to you or not, thank you so much, because that's a feeling that it's just really, really nice. It really touches my heart to know that even though you may not identify with whatever the heck I'm saying in my video or whatever it's about, you still take the time to watch my videos. And I just want to say thank you for that. I appreciate the support and I appreciate you, and I just thank you so much for the genuine support from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. So hopefully one day I'll be able to pick up again. I feel like, yes, there were other videos on my channel that really were more popular, but I really remember making a lot of advice videos, and I know that that has been a huge part of my channel, is just doing advice videos. I know, who the heck am I? I'm just another person. I'm not certified or anything. I'm like a friend that you come to and you're just like, hey dude, I got this problem. Can you please help me out with it? Or just, what do you think? What's your advice? You know, so that's why I like doing these videos. And so hopefully one day I'll be able to pick up more traction on these kinds of videos, you know, specifically, and other stuff that I do, obviously. And that's what I set out to do every single day, is just help at least one person out there. So if I can do that with a video, I'm accomplishing that, and that makes me happy. So this comment says, "I'm scared to tell my dad I'm bi, because in the car he said trans people confuse people on what gender they are, and he was talking with my grandma and he said it's a sin and it's not natural." That is very typical of a lot of our parents. A lot of cultures have certain ways of thinking. Some of it's tradition, some of it's what they learned from their parents and their parents' parents and their parents' parents, and you get the point. That's how they were brought up. Like I've said many times, we as babies are born as blank slates. Our first teachers are our parents or our guardians or whoever is around us bringing us up. We learn from them. What you teach, what they see, what they hear, what environment whoever's taking care of that child creates around them. They are our very first teachers. And some people just don't stop to think about that. Sometimes it just kind of goes over your head, or you just don't think about it, or those things you don't want to think about it, but it makes so much sense, right? A lot of the how we speak, of what we say, how we act, our behavior, things that we do, certain mannerisms, we learn them from our parents. We mimic what we see and what we hear and how we live. As a baby, that's not your fault. You're a baby. You're an innocent little cute thing. There's no way that you can ask for these things. It's just not how it works. And so parents or guardians, whoever it is, are really in charge of teaching and passing what they know, passing on these things and stuff. And I bring that up because a lot of traditional parents have these traditional things and what they've learned as a child, and remember, they come from different generations. So back then, it's absolutely nothing compared to what we have now. So we have to kind of think about those things in a way that helps us better understand and come to terms with a lot of things in our life. For example, your parents can't accept it. Try to see, try to understand where they're coming from, in the sense that this is what they have been told all of their entire life. Maybe they grew up in a home that was absolutely incredibly homophobic. That's what they grew up thinking was right, and to stop them from thinking that way might sometimes just be way too damn hard, because they were just conditioned to think that way, or conditioned to think a certain way, or they grew up that way and that's how they like being. I don't really know, but I tell you to think about these things because it really does help you better understand and put into perspective why a certain person is a certain way or has those deep-seated issues, like being homophobic or being a hater or being racist or whatever it could be. Those are deep-seated issues within that person. And so rather than being angry or hostile or rude or mean with them back. If that's you as a person, that's you as a person. You know, I'm not gonna take that away from anybody or anything. You know how you are, and if that's just how you are and you're okay with being that way, you know, hey, do what you want to do. But if you're open to trying to understand, be empathetic, be sympathetic, be more understanding, and look back and be like, I really feel bad that this person has all this negative poison in their heart. This has this black tar that they are not getting rid of, that they're just holding on to and just allowing themselves to do more damage to themselves and people around them, maybe their loved ones in their life. So what I want to say to you is break the barriers. It's okay to break the barriers. We have our own lives to do what we want with it, and I think one important factor in our life, something that is very crucial and important to one's life, is breaking barriers from a toxic household, from the way you brought up, from parents, from religion, from whatever it is that you just don't want to be part of your life anymore. Break that barrier. You are at all your right to be able to break that barrier, add in or take out anything that you just didn't like growing up. If you didn't like not eating dinner together as a family, well, break that barrier. Don't continue that on with your family or your future family or your friends or your loved ones or whatever it could be. Add that into your life. Start having dinners together at the table with your family, with your friends, with whoever's in your life. Start something that you wish you really would have liked and add that into your life. If you had a father or a mother who worked and worked and worked and worked and worked and was never home, break that barrier. Don't allow it to happen again in your family. You marry somebody who is not a complete workaholic to the point where they're never going to be home. Or you yourself, break that barrier. Carve out time on a certain days. Every single day from 6 p.m. and on, it's family time. It's you time. It's whatever you want to do time. That rhymes. And with this as well, with how you identify, with how you see yourself, with your future family, with your future friends and people around you, the people that you care about, break those barriers. If you have homophobic parents that just don't understand, because it is very true what they say, the fear of the unknown. Maybe they fear the unknown. Maybe they fear they don't know how to react, or how they're going to be able to react to somebody reacting to you coming out as bi, or whatever it could be. And that's the thing. It is kind of scary when you just don't know the unknown. And it happens to a lot of people who are very uneducated on the subject. Being uneducated is not a bad thing. It's not like saying, oh, you didn't go to school, you're uneducated. No, there's a lot of things that I'm uneducated about because I have not the first slightest clue. So that makes me uneducated on that subject. I know some people really get offended of that, but hey, like they say, if the shoe fits, wear it. If it's making you get offended or whatnot, there's a reason behind it. Maybe you should take a step back and see what's going on in here that is offending. Hey, it could be something. And I know I'm going off on a tangent, but sometimes you just can't help the way a certain family member or whatever it is thinks. Sometimes you just can't help their ways, but you can help your own ways, and you can make a change in your life for the better for you. Listen, if you're underage, ride the wave out for the time being, because you don't want to complicate things or make things dangerous or completely unsafe in your home. If you're already seeing that your father, your mother, whoever it is, your grandmother, are acting this way and saying these things, take that as a sign for you to just slow down a bit. You know who you are, not 100% obviously, because we're always continuously growing into our skin, experiencing new things you don't know officially just yet, and you don't need to know just yet. You know, that's the thing. Don't rush it so much. Don't rush. There's nothing out there that says you need to figure this out right now. If not, you're gonna go to jail, you're gonna get a fine. Nothing. That is on your side. You have time. You have so many experiences, so many people that you're going to meet that are going to change so much for you, so many things that are just going to play a role in you continuously figuring yourself out and growing into your skin. Just allow time to flow on by and stay true to you. You know who you are. I know that maybe you might want to bring somebody home and you want everybody to know, but your safety is far more important than everybody knowing this just right now. Don't label yourself. For right now, don't label yourself. Be who you are. Love who you love. Stay cautious, and sometimes we do have to stay cautious, especially if we have a toxic household, or especially if we know that we're gonna get kicked out, or especially if we know that our parents are not gonna accept it and it's gonna get worse for us at home. Sometimes we have to lay low. Sometimes we have to just keep it to ourselves, and don't see that as a bad thing. See that as you protecting yourself. And yes, I know there's nothing like being able to be out and free, but have you ever stopped to think that maybe it's not all that it's chalked up to be? So many people think that they're just gonna come out and everything is gonna be beautiful and dandy. No, life works in mysterious ways, and that's why I say just be you, and that better time will come. Take it easy. Everything is eventually gonna connect for you. You just have to stay patient. Patience is very, very important. Give time. Give yourself time. Give your parents some time. I know it's not easy. I know it's not, but trust me, I've been through it. Many people have been through it, many people are going through it, many people will go through it. You're not alone. You are not alone through this. Surround yourself around the people that you know you can count on. Play it smart. It doesn't mean that you have to lie. It just means that you're keeping these things to yourself for the time being. If you do see that things can get out of hand and you can run into danger. So ask yourself, are your grandparents like that? Is possibly your grandma the same way? And maybe then you can see the correlation when it comes to your dad saying these things and how he thinks. Try to see instead of trying to block it off. And it doesn't mean that you agree with what they're saying. You're just trying to figure out where it's stemming from. Where did they learn these things? Why are they saying these things? Is there some type of hate? Is there something that happened to them? A negative experience that maybe they went through where maybe somebody who identified as liking the same gender came on to them or something. So after that moment, they automatically associated it with that. Or maybe one of their parents got separated or was dating somebody of the same gender and they didn't like that, or they made the other parent suffer for that. And so they saw that. There's so many things that happen that can contribute to the way that they are feeling. So instead of trying to be angry towards them, try to see. It's something that can also distract you from feeling so much pain. Instead of being offended and hurt, which I'm not saying don't feel that. I mean, you feel whatever you want to feel, but I'm just trying to throw out some tools that can really help you with perspective and see and just having a mental shift, because mindset is everything. If you have a mindset where you're just like, nobody loves me, nobody cares, nobody loves me, well, you're definitely going to be surrounded in that. Try to change that for yourself. Give yourself time. Just because they see it that way right now doesn't mean that they're always going to see it that way. Maybe down the road, if you decide to tell them, maybe that's going to change everything for them. Maybe they just always thought it was a certain way, and then once they had it in their family, they were like, oh, wait a minute, all of that I knew, it doesn't seem like that at all. And things change. This is why I say just be patient, give time. Be okay with yourself, accept yourself, support yourself, love yourself unconditionally first and foremost, and you will see that a lot of things are just going to clear up for you. So if you're underage, if you're young, still just worry about what's most important in your life right now, like your education, your goals in life, hanging out with family, friends, pets, all those small little beautiful things in life. Enjoy them to the fullest and you will see that things will begin to pan out for you. But again, just be patient. It's definitely going to help, and it's definitely important. About the whole trans thing, I think that maybe you're thinking, well, this is what he's saying about trans, what are they going to say about me being bi? That's where I think that is running into it. A lot of people just regurgitate what they have always heard, and they didn't really stop to think for themselves and see how they actually feel. Like, again, they were just conditioned to feel that way. What he says, that it's a sin and it's not natural, that definitely sounds like a lot of what he has been taught and learned. And by the way, sometimes people just don't come around, and you then got to make the decision if you're going to keep them in your life or you're going to cut them out, because at the end of the day, you're going to grow up and you're going to live your own life. So you have that decision whether you want to keep people like that around in your life or not. Family or not. Friends or not. People that are super important to your life or not. Because at the end of the day, your own sanity, your own mental health is incredibly important. Your happiness, genuine happiness. So yes, I hope that I could give you a little bit more of peace or cheer you on or help you feel motivated or inspired. Just don't rush things. Everything will be okay. I have a lot of videos on this topic, so if you would like to just go peruse around my channel and check out what I have to say in other videos, please feel free to. You can leave me a comment, ask me a question, if you need advice or whatever it could be, just comment down below, go to my Instagram, send me a message, and I will try my best to respond as soon as possible. Sometimes it takes a long time. And please, if this video helped you, if you like what I said, please like this video, leave me a comment down below, share it forward, please. You never know who you could be helping, and you're making it possible for others out there who really do need help. Somebody in your life possibly, somebody even close to you if it's not you. You could be helping them through a tough time. And so I ask that you please help me put this video in front of more eyes. The more that you like, share, and comment this video, it will definitely help put it right in front of eyes who are desperately in need or who could possibly help other people who are in need. So please, thank you so much. If you'd like to, please check me out on my social medias down on the screen or down below. And if you would like to watch another one of my videos, please do spend some time with me and check this playlist right here. And if not, you can check this video right here, and I will catch you in the next video. Remember, if there's one thing that I want to call to mind, there are actually three. No matter the highs and lows, always be certain to do good, be grateful, and stay home. Bye.